Hello and welcome back to East Bay Raceway for the fourth night here of the Winternationals program at East Bay Raceway. This will wrap up the Florida Speed Weeks. And with three consistent top five finishes so far here at East Bay, Danny Lasoski is the high points getter. He will start tonight with the 6-car invert outside the third row. And Danny, what kind of challenges does that present to you?
Oh, it's a big challenge. We've been here for 2 weeks, and the best we've started is 6. So it's nothing new for us. And these guys are running stronger than ever, and we got to work it out. 50 laps, if you can't get it done for 6, though, you can't get it done.
But we know you're quick. You obliterated the track record on a pair of occasions and taken home $1,000 extra.
Oh, well, that goes back to having a good engine, a good race program with Westmore engines and Eagle chassis with Chris Black doing the wrenches on this thing. We just kind of put our whole race together. 50 laps is a long race, and if we can run that thing mostly green, I think I can wear some of these guys out.
You have won here, but it's been back, I think 1994 is the last time you've seen the checker flag, so you've been fast all 3 nights. Do you find yourself getting putting any extra pressure on yourself?
Not really. When I step in the race car, I don't have to put any pressure. I run wide open and click the throttle down is the only thing I know, so that's what we do.
Well, this is the guy who's the high points getter. Somewhere out there, there's a guy who's 6th in points. He's lucky enough to start on the pole.
We're rolling.
And that driver would be Gary Wright out of Hooks, Texas, who, unlike Danny Lasoski's been a hideous timer, but you've been finishing well. What's up with the timing?
Well, I really don't know. Normally we time pretty good down here, but we just can't seem to time. The last couple of nights we've been drawing early. The track's been a little slower, so I don't know if that's it or not.
Take us back to last night, the third night here at East Bay Raceway, and that second lap skirmish. You developed a very big problem.
Yeah, the Jacobs ladder, we broke it off, and the car is really pretty hard to drive like that. We were lucky, and actually the lap traffic went pretty good. When I was by myself, I could run okay, but it was a handful, and we were lucky to finish.
That feature win has already given you 2 wins and 2 different sanctions. Last year you had 33 wins and 4 sanctions, and winning half of your races. You're off to another great start.
Well, it is. Florida's been good to us the last 4 or 5 years, so I look forward to coming here tonight. We're on the front row pole for the big one, so it couldn't be any better right now.
50 laps, it's a long way to go, but what's the plan going to be when you step on the gas to go for 50?
Well, you've got to protect your tire a little bit here and save it, because 50 laps is a long time, and we run soft tires here, so I think if a guy can get out in the lead and run his own little groove and save his tire, he'll be fast at the end, and that'll be the key to winning.
Maybe a stupid question, but you got to like your chances, I guess.
Yeah, anytime you start on the front row pole here, your chances are good. So, if we can keep her headed straight and stay out of trouble, I think we got a good shot.
Keep that Jacobs ladder together, and this guy could be too good tonight. Well, if you subscribe to Would Have Been, Should Have Beens, and Could Have Beens, this should have been the high points man, but it didn't end up that way. What happened?
Oh gosh, I guess our second night out there, we got a little scuffle with the second place car down in turn 3 and 4. I rolled in underneath of him trying to pass him, and it just didn't work out. And we got together, I spun out, went to the back, and got 15th, and it killed us for the week for the points as far as winning the points, but we managed to get back to second place anyway after last night.
With the invert, you will start inside the third row, but unlike Danny Lasoski, where he has been a little bit quicker than you each night, you've probably been a little racier than him, and you got to like your chances to repeat.
Yeah, I think so. He is fast on a 1-lap deal, but for some crazy reason, he's just not putting it together on the racetrack as much as you would think he would, due to as quick as he has been every night in time trials. We've been second, he's been first every night, the first 3 nights of this week. On the racetrack in his heat races, he's not really struggled, but he hasn't been real dominant in his heats. And then in the features, other than the night that we dropped out, we've beat him each, 2 of the 3 times, other than that dropout deal, and we were going good that night, so I think we'll be all right. It's going to be a long race in 50 laps.
Being the defending champion, you certainly have to be one of the favorites to go ahead and win again tonight. Starting 5th, got Gary Wright ahead of you, who ran away from the field last night. How do you approach this night of racing, and what kind of things go on in your mind for a 50-lap feature?
Well, I guess I thought about it earlier, about tightening the race car up, trying to get that thing where the first 15 or so laps, it's kind of hard to drive, because the last 15 you want it right on the money. You don't want it right on the money the first 15 laps, because if it's right on the money, at the end of that 50-lap race, you're going to be loose or out of control and get past. Even if you do manage to make it to the lead, it's a heartbreaker to lose it at the end. I'd rather lose it in the beginning and chase them the rest of the race, but a lot of it has to do with lap traffic. Lap traffic is going to determine everything. As you saw last night, Wright got into lap traffic and got in that little deal and broke, a suspension part on his race car. And because of that, he had a hard time. He managed to get away with it. Our car wasn't quite right because the track was a lot more tacky than the first 2 nights, so it kind of threw everybody off. But I'm ready to go 50 laps. They could drop the green right now, and I'm ready to go.
Well, between Jeff Shepard, Gary Ryder, Danny Lasowski, I bet you one of the winners out of tonight comes from these 3 guys. 50 laps of racing. We've got a lot of setup to do before that. And for that, let's go up to Jack Miller.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air came.
White flag, we're ready to go racing. The United Express line, heat number 1. Flag goes out. In the 1Z leads the field around. Kevin Huntley in second. Here comes the 22 of Rodney Duncan. Tries to make a move to the inside of Huntley. Can't make it stick. He falls back to third. Top 3 cars go on to the A main event. Pouch out in front. Huntley running second. Third, then Dean and Kenny Jacobs both out of qualifying right now. All alone out front. All alone out front. Kevin Huntley running second in the 7 car. 22 of Duncan, Dean Jacobs, his brother, Kenny Jacobs in the 21G. Right in the 55, closing in on Kenny Jacobs. The 5th place position. Wagner to the inside of Jacobs in turn 2. Kenny Jacobs holding off the 55 of Wagner. One more lap to hang on to that 5th position. Not a qualifying position. All alone up front. Right flag for Billy Pouch, the 1Z. Working his way through lap traffic. Kevin Huntley in 7 car is second. The 22 of Duncan is third. Of Dean Jacobs. Here's Checkers. So there's your finish for the United Express lane. Heat number 1, Billy Pouch, winner in the 1Z. Finishing second, the 7 of Kevin Huntley. Third, the 22 of Rodney Duncan. Those are your top 3 qualifying cars.
Pace trucks for $19.99. And we'll be ready to go green next time around as the Jared Butterford pace truck pulls off on the back straightaway. Joey Saldana leads the field out the back straight and heading for turn 3 and 4. Watch the white line. In turn 4, that is the Pick up the pace and let's go racing line. Bob Felmy outside in car number 6. Yellow. All right, here we go. Bob Felmy outside. Kelly Kinser inside that second row. Joey Saldana from Brownsburg, Indiana, steps on the inside in that red 17. The Mox Motorsports car. Where you go, green! We go green and looking good. The racing back in the middle of the field. A whole bunch of them on the move. Ed Lynch Jr. outside up against the wall. Pinched hard. Leonard Lee down on the inside. The top 3. Top 3 go to the main event, and Joey Saldana leads Bob Felmy and Kelly Kinser, Todd Schaefer, Leonard Lee, Ed Lynch Jr., Johnny Gilbertson, Ron Laney. Joey Saldana stretches it out. Jr. brought it back down. He's okay. Did a wheel stand in turn 1. Ed Lynch on the inside of Ron Laney. The battle now for 5th place. It's Joe Saldana way out in front. Bob Felmy and Kelly Kinser racing for 2nd. Todd Schaefer all by himself in 4th. Leonard Lee is 5th. Johnny Gilbertson 6th. Ron Laney 7th. Ed Lynch Jr. running 8th. 9th is Scott Bunnell on the 3X, and 10th is the 2S car of Robbie Standridge. Two to go. Saldana coming down this time with a white flag. White flag indication. 1 lap to go. 1 hour. 1 to go. Johnny Gilbertson on the inside of Leonard Lee. Gilbertson takes over the 5th place. It's a little too late. Motor blue. Ron Laney's motor blue going into turn 1. Ron Laney's, that's an oil fire up front. Laney getting out of the car. He's got hot feet. That's an oil fire right now. Let's hope that, we got a fireman right over to the side. There's firemen in every corner here at the Speedway. Ron Laney out of the car on his own very quickly. The motor blew. And when a motor blows like that, it's hard to say where all the parts and pieces went. So they will have to check that racetrack out. The winner was the 17 of Joey Saldana from Brownsburg, Indiana. 2nd goes to the 6F of Bob Felmy. 3rd place will go to the 4K of Kelly Kinser. And 4th will go to Todd Schaefer. Those first 3 cars transfer automatically to tonight's main event.
White flag, green next time around. So your front row, Terry McCarl in the 24, your pole sitter. Outside of him, the 22H of Jack Haudenschild. Slowly rolling through 3 and 4. Keep your eyes on that white line in turn 4. We're going green, we're racing now. Here we go. Terry McCarl out front. Battling for 2nd. Freddie Rammer on the 77 on the inside. Haudenschild on the outside in the 22. Haudenschild takes the position out of turn 4. Behind him, the 96 of Whitworth. Top 3 go to the main event. Terry McCarl out in front right now. Jack Hodenshield second. Freddie Raymer third. Out of qualifying position. Breezy Whitworth, the 96 behind him. Kenny Adams in the 88. He's fifth. Coming into the left traffic now. Johnson gets passed out of turn 2. Stretching out his distance through turn 4. Terry McCarl all alone up front. Hodenshield in the 22 running second. Freddie Raymer third in the 77. Whitworth in the 96 is fourth. Fifth, Kenny Adams in the 88. Only top 3 go to the A main. On the board. 10-lap heat race. Two to go. McCarl looks at white flag this time around. McCarl, Hodenshield, Raymer, Whitworth, Adams. Cheers. All right, here comes your winner, the winner of the third heat event, Southwest Glass heat number 3. The 24, Terry McCarl, finishing second, the 22H of Jack Hodenshield. Third, the 77 of Fred Raymer. Those are your top 3 qualifying to the A main event.
Smith getting ready to move into his slot. White flag is out. We should have that green flag next time by. And Danny Smith moves into his position. Here they come out of turn 4, and there's green. Joe Gertie in the 8H up front as they come out of turn number 2. Gertie trying to pull away down the back chute. Danny Smith staying with him, hugging that inside groove. And behind Smith, the U2 of Paul McMahon out of Oroville, California. Top 3 cars all by their lonesome right now. Top 3 advancing to that A main. Up front, Joe Gertie in the 8H. Danny Smith running second. The U2, Paul McMahon in the third spot. McMahon being challenged now on the outside as they come out of turn number 4. The 55 of Tim Schaefer from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, moving in to challenge for that third spot. The battle is for third as Gertie heads into turn 1. Paul McMahon holding up the challenge from Tim Schaefer so far. Gertie once again down into turn number 1 at the halfway mark. Gertie really blistering that track. Look at the distance he's got on second place runner, the 92 of Danny Smith. The battle still for third place, and is that ever a fight? That number 3 spot is the spot that counts. Up the outside, the 55 of Tim Schaefer. He can't make the pass. Trying again out of turn number 2. Moves to the inside, going down the back chute. Gertie is down into turn 1 with 2 laps to go. Danny Smith in the 92, still holding the second spot. Gertie on his final lap. White flag is out. And the battle has to be won this time around. It's going to be either Tim Schaefer or the U2 of Paul McMahon for that third spot. Gertie takes the checkered flag. Wow, what a battle for that third spot, but coming over the line first will be the 8H of Joe Gertie. Let's give him a nice round of applause as he comes by the front straightaway. Joe Gertie, race fans. Finishing second, the 92 of Danny Smith, and in the third spot, and he really had to do some racing to hang on to that one, the U2 of Paul McMahon. Top 3 qualifiers, United Specialties, heat number 4. Look at here. Holy cow, that's the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department. Hey, we want Speedo. Hang on, Speedo. I'm not sure what the problem is. Look at here. They got to box him in. Hey, I saw this on television, how they box these guys in and turn them over. They're going to do that to Speedo. Cops in the world's wildest police chases. I bet this was, hey, videotapers, you need to get this and send it in to the police's world's wildest police chases.
One down here on a four-wheeler. I think they might get him this time around.
Oh, Big Jim's on a four-wheeler. We got him locked in.
Hard to get.
We got him locked in. Hang on. Hold it, Speedo. I knew the problem started. It started last weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, uh-oh. There is a major, this is all this. And you know what? I think Kenny Marshall, the flagman, has set this up somehow. They got him. You're supposed to arrest him for carrying dope, not being a dope. Holy cow. Kenny Marshall, the flagman's had a fight with him all week long. Oh, my aching back. They got him handcuffed, locked up, the checkered flag. Kenny Marshall says, I win. Kenny Marshall says, I won this one. He got the checkered flag. Speedo's gone.
All right, we're ready to go. Jarrett Bottom from Ford Pace Truck pulls to the infield. We're ready to go out of turn 4 this time around. Keep your eyes on that front row. The 10W of Kurt Winker, the 2L of Ed Lynch Jr. They'll fire. Here we go. Ed Lynch Jr. out in front. Oh, bumping and banging through 1 and 2. We keep it going. Still under green. Ed Lynch Jr. out front. Winker in second. Boston Reed, the 9 car, runs third. In fourth. Challenge for third. Molis to the inside. Smoking. Oh, bumping and banging through 3 and 4. Both cars keep on going. Challenge up front. Winker tries the inside of Ed Lynch Jr. Can't make it work. Ed Lynch holds on. He's your leader. Jr. in the 2L up front. Kurt Winker running second in the 10. Third, Molis in the 31. Then Boston Reed in the 9. Terry Pletcher in the 29. Your top 5 so far in position to move to the B main. And Lynch Jr., Kurt Winker working by Johnny Johnson, the 72J through turns 1 and 2. Smoke coming out of Molis's number 31. Evans Jr. still up front. Winker trying to close the 10W. Smoke coming out of the 31 car of Molis, but so far seems to be holding on to that third place position. Boston Reed running 4th, Terry Pletch running 5th in the 29 car. Right now, those are your top 5. They'll qualify to the B main if they hold those positions. 8 laps on the board, 12-lap event. Jr. working his way through lap traffic down the front stretch. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Red flag this time around for Ed Lynch Jr. in the 2L. Kurt Winter running second. Mullis in the 31, still smoking but running third. Boston Reed in the 9 running fourth. Fifth, Terry Pletch. Those are your top 5. One more lap. Checkers.
Well, Ed Lynch Jr. picks up the good win in a Big C feature tonight, and he'll get the awards down trackside from Georgia Marketing and Promotions, a GMP group. What an outstanding group of people as he makes his way down trackside. Kurt Winker, the 10W, finishing second. Third goes to the 31 of Dave Mullis. Fourth, the 9 of Boston Reed, and making the final transfer spot in that Pletch Pools car, number 29, Indiana's Terry Pletch. Right now, we're down trackside with Doug All. Go ahead, Doug.
Well, thanks, Jack. We were wondering if we'd see this week. I know, for those of you who don't know, Ed Lynch Jr.'s mother is Jean Lynch, who has done so much for this racetrack. We were going to see if he was going to win one for Mom. Looks like he did it right now. Winner of our C-Main event from Apollo, Pennsylvania, Ed Lynch Jr. Congratulations, Ed.
Well, thank you very much. We had to wait until late in the evening to finally get it together.
Well, you had a lot of challenge throughout the race from Kurt Winker in this Georgia Marketing and Promotion C-Main event. You were able to hold it off. You're doing some racing out there already, and we're only in the C-Main.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a lot of lead changes, a lot real racy track. And you might see somebody come from the back up front, so the crowd better get ready.
All right, I know you've got to get ready because you've got to move on to the B-Main event right now, huh?
Yes, sir. I'm ready to go. I'm going to be one of those ones coming from the back.
Anything you want to say to Mom up there in the tower?
Hello, Mom. I love you, and happy Valentine's Day.
All right, there you go. Ed Lynch Jr., he's your winner. Let's give him a big round of applause.
We're going to get ready now, racing fans, for one of the tightest events of the night, and I'm not sure what's going to happen because you really can't say that these guys won't go all out because it's $1,000 to win. Gary Wright, the Texan from Brooks, Texas, sets up on the inside of that front row. This man drives a fast race car and hits a long golf ball. Frankie Kerr inside that second row. Jeff Shepard, the opening night winner, sits on that third row inside. Here we go for 5 laps. Kevin Gobrecht breaks it out in front. Gary Wright running second. Here comes Wasowski. Got close the door. Greg Hodnick closed the door on Wasowski, trying to get him through the outside. Frankie Kerr running third. Money all the way down the line. Every position you pick up is more money. Kevin Gobrecht right now going after that $1,000. Gary Wright sitting in the $500 second spot. Five laps, 5 times. In car number 12. Well, Kevin Gobrecht all the way. Look out for a big win tonight for Kevin Gobrecht. Here's a feature. The checkers. Wow. Kevin Gobrecht, did he look fast? And that's the way he's going to start tonight's main event. Yeah, the Alpha Tile Company is going to send one of our young men down. Brian Coulterman's going to go down trackside, make presentations to the winners. From Alpha Tile, the Alpha Tile Corporation, Brian Coulterman going down trackside for the Gene Lynch Appreciation Award.
Well, Jack, we're down here trackside with your winner of the Gene Lynch Appreciation Desk, also sponsored by Commercial Truck and Trailer from New Oxford, Pennsylvania. Kevin Gobrecht, congratulations on a great dash race.
Thanks a lot. Hopefully I can do this for another 50 more laps, so.
Well, you're locked into the A main event later on. Anything you're going to do to the car to change it up? It looks to be fast, and you were out here with the other 5 guys out here were some of the fastest guys here tonight.
Well, we were a lot faster. We've been all week. We just got a good starting spot there. 3 and 4 is changing a lot more than we ever thought it. I thought it would personally. It's real slick in the middle. We'll see if we can compensate for that without messing up our speed in 1 and 2. And we're just going to take a shot at it and see what we can do.
All right, here's your winner of the Gene Lynch Appreciation Dash, Kevin Gobrecht. Congratulations, Kevin.
Believe next time around. It's Kenny Marshall indicating the white flag. Well, that means last time around, guys, we'll go green the next lap. Raymond Shank and Ed Lynch Jr. on that 8th row. Ed Lynch, the winner of the C feature event. Kurt Winker and Dave Moulis on the 9th row. 10th row, Boston Reed and Terry Pletch. We go green this time. Dave Moulis laying back behind the field. He was scheduled to start 9th row. He said that he's not. Here we go, green! Johnny Gilbertson sideways! And Johnny Mackison. Holy, I'm telling you, what a break for Johnny Gilbertson. What a terrible break for Johnny Mackison. Well, we can't tell what damage might have been done to that Mulligan Engineering number 3, the silver car with Johnny Gilbertson in it. Johnny Gilbertson got sideways going in through turn 1, got totally sideways and was off of it when Mackison collided with Gilbertson, straightened Gilbertson out, kept him going, and the only guy stopped on the track is the 65 of Johnny Mackison Jr. Well, we're ready to go again. Dean Jacobs and Todd Schaefer. Looked like Dean Jacobs broke in front, but Todd Schaefer trying to high outside. Breezy Whitworth, that 96 on the inside of that 2nd row. Watch that 55 of Tim Schaefer. He has been fast all week. Kenny Jacobs driving the Howie Gleason number 21G. We go green again. Everybody coming through clean with Dean Jacobs taking the lead. Todd Schaefer, Tim Schaefer outside. Here comes Tim Schaefer. Raymond Shank in the yellow 7X. And again, he was the wrong place at the wrong time. Star City, Indiana, the Jerry Shank race car, one of the J&J chassis cars, Raymond Shank. And the car, I couldn't tell which one it was. The driver's okay. Report for down trackside. Driver's all right. Let him hear it, fans. Wrong place at the wrong time. I can't recall which car it was that went up sideways off of turn 4. Ready to go. Single file restart. Front straightaway between the orange cone and the outside retaining wall. Dean Jacobs. Tim Schaefer. Todd Schaefer running second. Tim Schaefer third. Breezy Whitworth. Here comes Kenny Jacobs. Jacobs up on the inside. Now running fourth. On the outside is Johnny Gilbertson. Way high to the outside. Here comes Kenny Adams. Adams running in that 6th position. He's going to have a Mike Wagner 7th. Johnny Gilbertson running 8th. Jared Hall is 9th. Brian Schnee running in the 10th position. The leader, Dean Jacobs. The race for 2nd place, Todd Schaefer, Tim Schaefer, Kenny Jacobs. Jacobs way out in front. Todd Schaefer. Breezy Whitworth. Breezy Whitworth spun out in turn 4. Down to the inside retaining wall. We're not sure if there's any damage to the car or not. That young man out of Missouri trying to make it up into that B main event from Queen City, Missouri, in one of the Maxim chassis cars. Driver's okay. Line B main event. Dean Jacobs bring up single file off of turn 4 towards that orange cone. They must remain single file. Wagner and Gilbertson fighting for that 6th position, and Gilbertson comes out in front of Wagner. And Wagner back on the inside. The race is for the spot number 6, the last transfer position. That's where the race is. Tim and Todd Schaefer racing for 2nd and 3rd. Tim and Todd Schaefer. Driving well away. Todd Schaefer still hanging on a 2nd. Tim Schaefer making that move. And here comes Kenny Adams. He got a piece of the wall. Adams bounced off the back straightaway wall trying to get by Kenny Jacobs in the 21. And the 55 of Wagner gets back by Johnny Gilbertson in 6th place. Wagner now running 6th. Gilbertson 7th. Ed Lynch Jr. running 8th. Ed Lynch is on the move. And Lynch up on the inside now running 7th. Gilbertson back around the outside of Ed Lynch Jr. A pair of juniors side by side for 7th. Dean Jacobs clear up against an outside wall. And Terry Plitch slowed down on the inside. I thought he had the car stop, but he must have jumped out of gear. Trying to work his way around to the exit gate at turn 4. Of the United Express Line B main event as he led it all the way, Dean Jacobs. Dean Jacobs from Holmesville, Ohio. He'll be down in the winner's circle. Unofficially finishing 2nd, Todd Schaefer in the 88. 3rd goes to the 55 of Tim Schaefer. 4th to go to Kenny Jacobs in the 21G. 5th to the 88A of Kenny Adams. And taking the last transfer spot, working hard to get 6th with Mike Wagner in the 55W. We're going to go down trackside right now with the winner. And here is Doug Auld.
Well, thanks, Jack. I'm down here with the winner of the United Express Line B main event from Wooster, Ohio, Dean Jacobs. Congratulations, Dean.
Thanks a lot. The track's pretty nice right now. It's starting to slick it up. It's going to make for an interesting feature. His tire's going to be a big factor, I think.
The track, like you said, a little bit slick, a little bit drier, but it seems real passable. Seems to be a lot of racing going on throughout.
Yeah, it's going to make for a good race. If the guys put the right tires on, get their car rolling through the corner best, that's the guy's going to win.
All right, here's your winner, Dean Jacobs.
All right, so we're going to go to green next time around as the 2 Jared Butterford pace trucks lead him around the speedway. Eric Heisong up on the outside of that front row. Temporary insanity. All right, got temporary sanity. A rid of temporary sanity. All right, here we go, 5 laps. This is a big race. For these guys, believe me, a chance to win $1,100 in 5 laps. Leonard Lee, front row, inside. Into the first turn, Leonard Lee. Eric Heisong on the outside. Brian Schnee running 3rd. Up on the outside comes Johnny Gilbertson. Gilbertson on the move. Jared Hall back on the outside. Leonard Lee, Eric Heisong, and Heisong goes to the lead. $1,100 to win. Gilbertson stays high on the outside. Gilbertson high on the outside of Brian Schnee, a race for third and fourth. Right now, Eric Heisong has it. Leonard Lee running second. The race for third and fourth. Look at the white flag this time now. White flag. Gilbertson on the outside. And Brian Schnee go over third. Gilbertson goes up into third. Down with a checkered flag. Well, I tell you what, that Johnny Gilbertson gave him a few laps in that number 3, 410 of Mulligan's. He's going to be a runner. Well, the Alpha Tile Company going down to make their presentations. This is the Glenn Donnelly Appreciation Days. A good run, some good money for some guys. Thank you so much. Roger Varney, Louis Long, the rest of you that helped out make this possible. The 72 of Eric Heisong from Brewster, Ohio, driving that Andrews Motorsports car.
Well, Jack, as you said, I'm standing here with the winner, the driver of the number 72 car, Eric Heisong. Congratulations.
I just want to say thanks to Fritz and Nelda Andrews who give me a chance to come down here. Without them, none of this would be possible. And I'd like to thank my brother and Ross and Dave and Gary and all guys that helped on the car this week.
Well, congratulations. You did a great job in the Glenn Donnelly Appreciation Dash. Had some racing going on behind you. How's the track tonight?
It's pretty fast here. We did some changing on the car there. It kind of went the wrong way in C main and got a little better for this.
All right, fantastic. Your winner, Eric Heisong. Congratulations, Eric.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the 4 abreast salute to the grandstands. This is the last time we're going to see the All-Star Circuit of Champions at East Bay Raceway until next February. How about standing up, taking that last 7th inning stretch right now? As Speedo the Clown brings it by. Take your hats off, wave. Let's make some noise out there. It's cold night. It's a cold night. Let's make some noise. Send him off with a championship salute. This is your salute to the grandstands. Thank you, racing fans. Thank you, drivers and owners. Isn't that beautiful? One of the prettiest sights in all of auto racing. Isn't that nice? The firemen come down. They all salute the drivers. Speedo the Clown sending him off with a salute. A salute to the 23rd Winternationals here at East Bay Raceway. A lot of years of running and a great, great facility. Here we go. Get ready. Kenny Marshall on the flag stand. Gary Wright brings him around. Looking good. Now we go. We'll go. We're on green. We're green.
Right on the inside, Kevin Gobrick. Kevin Gobrick takes the lead down the backstretch, the number 11 car. He's your leader into turn 3. Gary Wright running second, Jeff Shepard third, Frankie Kerr fourth, and then Craig Hodnett. Moving through the field, the 1 of Lasowski and the 1Z of Billy Pouch. Pouch on the high side through 2. Pouch down the backstretch. He'll take Saldana and Hodnett 3 wide into turn 3. Battle for the lead up front. Jeff Shepard up front, the 4J. Hodnett gets loose in 1, gathers it back together. Up front, Jeff Shepard, your leader, the 4J. Kevin Gobrick running second, the 11, and the 9 of Gary Wright. Battle for 7th. Joe Gurney holding off Greg Hodnett. Here comes McCarl. Here comes Lasowski. Here comes Hottenchild. Lap traffic for Jeff Shepard in the 4J. Jeff Shepard working his way through lap traffic on lap 5. Wagner up the pace in the 55. Joe Gurney fighting through 1 and 2. Jeff Shepard still up front. 11 is second. Gary Wright, the 9 car. He's third. Frankie Kerr, fourth in the 23S. From the 17 of Saldana, your top 5. Jeff Shepard winding his way through traffic. Jeff Shepard still your leader as he goes to the inside of Bob Felmley in for way high. Comes up to challenge Bobert. Pulls to the infield. Jeff Shepard checking out way up front, winding his way through lap traffic. Gobert running second, Gary Wright closing. He's running third in the 9. So Shepard way out in front. Gobert running second in the 11. The 9 of Gary Wright is third. Fourth to 17 of Saldana. Then 24 of McCarl up to 5th place. 15 laps on the board. Curran Pouch. Pouch going way high out of turn 4. On the board, 50-lap feature. Yellow, turn one, Kenny Adams, Joe Gertie. Turn 1, Kenny Adams getting sideways, Joe Gertie getting into the wall. Third car involved.
Looks like Billy Pouch's car.
It looks like Billy Pouch. Gobrecht is still out there. That's Billy Pouch in turn 1. So the 88 of Kenny Adams getting sideways with Billy Pouch. Nowhere to go for Joe Gertie. He took it to the wall. Blue Ribbon Tomato, we have to thank Buddy for that. He's done that every single night of the Nationals.
Ready to go, green, one more time, kill!
Jeff Shepard down the backstretch once again, pulling away from the field into turn 3. Your second place runner way back to the 11 car of Kevin Gobrecht. From the 9 of Wright, the 17 of Saldana, the 24 of Terry McCarl. Gobrecht and Wright out of turn 2. Saldana up into second in the 17. Jeff Shepard checking out from the field all the way out on turn 4. Saldana in the 17 with the big move on the restart. He's running second. 11 car. Then Gary Wright in the 9 and Terry McCarl in the 24. Jeff Shepard working his way through the field, already lapping traffic. Lapping cars on his way through, checking out from the second place runner, Joe Saldana, the 17 in second. Winding his way through the lap cars. on the 17, running second. Halfway. Goldberg third in the 11. Gary Wright fourth in the 9. Fifth, Gary McCall in the 24. Inside of McCarl through 1 and 2. Back for fifth. McCarl on the inside in the 24. Kerr makes the move through 1 and 2. Can't make it stick, and here comes Lazowski. Shepard. Schaefer off the pace in turn 4. Yellow. The 55 of Tim Schaefer. The 55 of Tim Schaefer sits against the wall in turn 4. Something breaking. He rolled to a stop.
Well, Doug, keep in mind how fast Jeff Shepard's going. He has now lapped everyone in the field except the top 8 cars.
Unofficially, Kevin Huntley in the 7 car is... Unofficially, Kevin Huntley, the 7 car is 9th. Then the 12 of Hodnett and the 88S of Todd Schaefer. We're green this time round. Good flag. Jeff Shepard leaving the field behind through 3 and 4. Jeff Shepard way out front, the 17 of Saldana, working its way through lap traffic. Then Gobrecht in the 11, then Gary Wright in the 9. Then Taylor Carl, the 24. Jeff Shepard with half of a track lead over the back, the rest of the pack. Wright and Gobrecht battling for 3rd. Gobrecht holds the position. Lefkowski takes Danny Gertz. Jeff Shepard working his way through the field. Jeff down to the 17 car, still second. Going 3rd in the 11, 4th the 9 of Gary Wright. Team car running 5th. Jeff Shepard trying to put a lap on Danny Lasowski down the backstretch. Shepard putting Jack Hodden's lap down. Ten to go this time round. On the board, 50-lap feature. All Jeff Shepard so far. The 92 of Danny Smith, left rear coming apart, yellow, yellow, yellow. Smith, the 92 car, his left rear coming apart down the front stretch, bringing out this caution.
Now, if he can get back into the infield, he can get allowed to change that tire and come back out.
Jeff Shepard out front. Still second. Gary Wright trying way up high. Three-car race for second. Gary Wright.
Gary Wright moves into third, trotted out challenge on the 17. Himself way out in front. The race now for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Joey Saldana pulled well out by himself. Gary Wright now running third. Kevin Gobrecht is fourth. Running fifth is Terry McCarl. For the two-lap indication. White flag, one to go, one to go. White flag, one lap remaining, one to go. And safe, and no drivers in the hospitals, no drivers injured. What a great, great Winternationals program. The one prayer we have in each and every racing night is our drivers are staying safe. Joey Saldana, a great run, will finish second. Jeff Shepard, a repeat winner, 1998, 1999. Gary Wright will take the third spot. Fourth will go to Kevin Gobrecht, and fifth to 24, Terry McCarl. A great run for Terry McCarl. Wow. 50 hard run laps. 2 yellow flags out in the middle of the program, slowing it down, but overall nobody slowed down Jeff Shepard. What a run. Jeff Shepard down trackside. He's got to be one of the happiest young men here. He won the opening night at East Bay on Wednesday night. But the defending champion from 1998 comes back to do it again in 1999. Doug All, you got a happy winner down there.
Oh, we sure do. Here's your winner from Uppercombe, Maryland, driver of the 4J, Jeff Shepard. Let's get over with this guy. He's getting his helmet off. Here, come on over here. We need to talk to you. Jeff, I mean, it's one thing to win it, but you're trying to lap the whole field out there.
Only thing I gotta say is, who's your daddy? That's right. Woo!
I understand, Jeff, you put a little extra fuel in the car for the dash, see what it was going to do in the feature. Did that help you pay off for this?
I have no clue. I don't know what we did, but the only thing I know is God must have been watching us because everything we did was perfectly right. I have no clue what we did. I hope we wrote it down.
I hope so too.
I tell you the God's honest truth, the same way this car's sitting right here is the same way this car sat right here a year ago today. I did the same exact thing all the way down to the tires, the stagger, the wheel spacings, everything is exactly identical, and it worked out 2 for 2.
You seem to be able to pass on the high side, the low side, the middle. There didn't seem to be a place where you couldn't pass.
The only thing I got to say is Maxims are the best, Kreiners, the Penske shocks, they have to be the deal because without them, we wouldn't have been so consistent all week long. And Penske's been working with us. We were the first people to get the opportunity to run these deals, and we took a chance running them. They took a chance with us, and so far it's paying off.
I take it we'll see you here next year.
Let's hope.
All right. Here's your winner from Upperco, Maryland, Jeff Shepard. Move over to the 17 car, your second place finisher. From Brownsburg, Indiana, driving the number 17, Joey Saldana. Congratulations, Joey, on a great run.
Yeah, we come down here and we've been struggling pretty bad. We've been running Goodyears a little, Hoosiers a little, and we put Goodyears back on tonight, and we got going a lot better with Goodyears, and we just started too far back, and when you start that far back, I never knew where I was, and Jeff was running a totally different line than we were, and I never figured that out, and he won the race.
A lot of the story here tonight seemed to be how you played the lap traffic.
Yeah, lap traffic was bad. There's a lot of guys lapped 2 or 3 times, and I think it was not that weren't any good. It was just everyone didn't know what tire to put on, and some guys put on tires that were too hard, and they just never come in.
You seem to be gelling with the 17 team, though.
Yeah, this year we got Rob Hart as a crew chief, and we haven't really shown what I think we can do, and hopefully when we get home, Phoenix and Vegas, we can do a little better.
All right. Gary, if we can get you out here. Finishing third, putting on a great show for the fans. Once again, from Hooks, Texas, Gary Wright. Congratulations, Gary.
Well, thanks a lot. It's not what we wanted. Congratulations to Jeff. I mean, he run a great race. He went different on tires than most everybody else, and I tell you what, he outsmarted us all.
There's a lot of liquid coming out of your car here, a lot of water. Does that play a part during the race at all?
Not really. The only thing right to start, a piece of metal coming to floorboard, and I couldn't give it full throttle, but it didn't make no difference. We was spinning anyway.
You had a battle going there with Kevin Gobrecht in the 11 car, a bunch of cars all fighting for position.
Well, there at the end, I found something in 3 and 4 on the top and was able to get by a couple of cars, but we wasn't that good. We just kind of struggled along.
All right, well, congratulations once again from Hooks, Texas, Gary Wright. All right, Jack, we'll throw it back up to you up in the booth.
Well, thank you, Doug, and once again, congratulations down trackside. What happened? Somebody shoot Speedo? I heard a bang.